More Division S, North America ladies. Celeb Gaming against Team ReGen today. Another best of 5 series here with the North American meta, and immediately Deathwing in action. On the left side, Celeb Gaming, pretty much the North American washed up, the top team on the North American server right now. Vespertine on Leoric, Tiger JK on Tigers, we have Hebi on Ana, Mokka on Sylvanas, and Griffey on Garrosh. And on the right side of the map, Team ReGen with Porky on Tyrande, Funz on Deathwing, Noah on Medivh, Troy on Greymane, and Hocho is playing Diablo. Okay, so it's actually going to be quite a bit of fun to see who's going to take this. Now, Celeb Gaming has been pretty dominant in Division as North America, but Team ReGen is actually one of the top contenders there as well, and has found themselves consistently in the top 4 here, is currently I think holding the number 3 spot, if I'm not mistaken. So it should actually be an entertaining series. So let's see how this is going to work out. First of all, we have of course Deathwing in here, which is pretty much a hero that you just don't get to see a lot on Europe because he is just consistently banned out. The interesting part is also that we have Tyrande in this game. So Tyrande, the Diablo Tyrande comp for insta damage with Greymane is going to be pretty wild here. Now, they have of course Medivh to kind of mitigate the fact that Tyrande as a support is not really on the top level any longer. But with Medivh together and the shield that he provides, that's definitely an option that you have to keep the boys in play during those team fights and make sure that they're not just dying like flies. Then again, on the other side, there's obviously now Leo, who is just fantastic for the wave clear on the map. You have Sylvanas, so if you actually want to push, especially when you win a Punisher, you have a lot of momentum going for yourself, so that's a big one. And Leo is already draining Deathwing up at the top pretty continuously. Troy comes in, yeah. Vespertine is actually eating a ton of damage here. Way more than he anticipated, I'd say. But Greymane is actually jumping into the tower range. I don't think that's a great idea. And wow, the save! Clutch, my friend, clutch. Absolutely calculated. We have a couple of rocket scientists on the side of Team ReGen. They were never in doubt. They were never in doubt that that would work out. Yeah, he dove into tower range, got a bit of a beating there, but they still made the play. So yeah, nicely done. Down at the bottom of the map, there's still our setup as everybody starts to jump in for the camps. Now that they've taken their own camp, they're going straight in for the second one. So far, so good. And yeah, if they actually are now claiming... I mean, they have in theory a chance to also claim the one over to the right side now. Devil's Due in level 1 for Hocho, by the way. Also, with level 4 talents coming in, we actually now have the Heat Wave after initially the Dragon Soul. Pretty normal build, actually. It's kind of the style that we are seeing on the European side too. So North America has apparently started to spec into this more as well. Level 4. For a second, I was really a little bit worried about the level 4 choice on the side of Tiger JK, and I was really afraid that we would see another in the rhythm pick. But of course, our boy here, he knows what's good on the heroes, so we see the bigger they are, which makes a whole lot of sense when you're going up against Diablo and Deathwing, for example. I mean, that would have been the worst in the rhythm pick in the universe and in the history of Heroes of the Storm, even though outside of just memeing and having a little bit of fun in the rhythm is never really a choice that you should go for. At least not when we're talking about coordinated play. So with level 4 talents in, let's have a little bit of a setup over here in the middle. Deathwing is going to drop in soon, quite literally. But the rest of the blue team is now also joining the fun as they're trying to win the first objective. So far we didn't see a single kill yet in this game. The opening in the best of 5 series in Division S North America. Medivh still flying around, just teasing everybody. But there we go, participating in the battle after all. 10 stacks on the baseline. Nothing to write home about yet, but here comes Medivh. Drops in from above, but Hocho is in trouble, and there's the stun. But he gets out. Good job by Medivh again, supplying the portals here. And the blue team is all of a sudden in trouble. I mean, all of them are super low. Leo the only one who's still fighting for it. But even Vespertine has to fall back now. And they are falling behind heavily when it comes to minion stacks. Yep, 32 already. There's another attempt at a kill, and this one might actually work out for them. They're going for no one, they get the kill. The reset on the baseline for Medivh. And Deathwing also isolated himself here quite a bit, so he needs to be careful. 38 against 36 stacks. It's clutch, it's close. And it's the first Punisher for the red team. Team ReGen, they take it, but they lose Deathwing. in the process, and it seems like Diablo is also going to drop here. Yeah, can't save him, not without Medivh, and he's not there yet. So that's 3 kills against 0, an early level 7 talent. In this case, you can bait the Punisher in front of the wall as much as you want, because nobody on the red team is going to be mad enough to try and move in to push with the Punisher. So, yep, they're going to get the easy defense going over here. Level 7 talents are already for both teams. No Skyfall for Deathwing, by the way. Instead, we see the Death Drop. And we also have the Moonlit Arrows now for Tyrande. Medivh just the entire time being heavily aggressive here. He got completely reset, of course, on his baseline, which means he's back to a single stack. Never really a good look if you're trying to complete that. And for Medivh, it's super, super tricky once that starts. Because the problem with every single baseline talent that gets reset is simply that after level 10, it becomes so much harder to stack those. Or it's so much easier for your opponent to set up a nice combo against you with level 10 abilities. That's one of the reasons why whenever you see, for example, in Quick Match, a Khaldor that goes for Convection, and he doesn't complete that by level 10, most of the time the guy is just going to get dropped. So, yeah, there's that. One of the reasons, amongst dozens, why Mana Addict is just way better. But, as we're coming in, stuns from Tyrande. Oh, and the Death Drop is in too, as Funds is coming into play. So, Deathwing is back to business. Leo's ghosting away, so it doesn't really yield any kills for the red team, but they did a lot of damage here. But of course the fountain was still up, so most could really just quickly tap. And with level 10 just now around the corner for Celeb Gaming, that's a really strong position for them to be in. Playing around the heroic ability now to take the camps away, maybe even push on one to... I mean, they could push, for example, the fort here, take the wall at least down. That would work. They have an entire level where they can make these plays. And they're starting to rotate mid lane now. And there it is. The quick entomb. And Deadwing confirmed. Yeah, Deadwing dead again. And that's kill number 4. So they did a really good job here. And us now rotating towards the top. With the next objective, by the way, spawn. So if they open the wall and take the fountain down, that would give them already a good position for the next objective. And that's pretty much what they're trying to do here. Drop the fountain and you are golden. There's no tap option anymore for Team ReGen for that fight. So Celeb Gaming is making a lot of good decisions here through the advantage that they currently hold over their opponent. Now, there's our level 10 abilities, which gives us actually the go for the throat. Lightning Breath, we have also the Burn Beneath My Shadow, Poly Bomb, and so far only Tyrande hasn't really taken her ult. But it's definitely now time for a couple of power spikes here. And we have Starfall. The Starfall is now in as well. Deathwing is of course at the bottom of the map. Can always jump up to the top then. But this is where Leo is going to start the drain then. And talking Leo, he is sitting at 12,000 damage. I mean, Tychus is currently at 21,000. Yes, the bigger they are against the lineup that is being put into the field by Team ReGen is pretty powerful. Tiger JK, if he gets the whole bigger they are through, he is just murdering the damage output. Diablo in particular can already tell you a bit of a tale about that, and so can Deathwing. Dibbles, of course, has no fun at the front line if he gets locked down and eats the entire minigun of Tychus. And that's something to watch out for in this battle, for sure. Since Tychus is going to increase his damage by a lot, especially if there's a flip. If there's a flip into the backline, it's like, oh boy, does that hurt. Yeah, well, there we go. There's the taunt, and Tychus is getting a whole lot of damage in already, but he still can't get the kill, because all of a sudden it's a 5 versus 5 with Deathwing joining the fun. Nice save, though, by Griffey, as he ensures that nobody is dying, and they can tap at the fountain. And as I said before, they can. Their opponent can't. So now we're in a setup but we could very, very quickly see the kill here. Okay, good shield coming out. Deathwing coming in too. Hebi is low and Anna is dead. And so might be... No, Garrosh gets out. Garrosh gets out, but there's the Entomb against 2. The first kill against Greymane. And they want more. And they likely are going to get more. Diablo's in trouble. Gets the shield and might just barely make it out. No, Griffey, he dies, but he dies for a reason. Or does he? No, not really. I mean, the reason that he dies was that he was moving in, trying to get the kill against Diablo. The problem is that Medivh was able to save the Lord of Terror. And now we could see the second objective also taken by Team ReGen. They also claimed the first one. But they have still not enough, and nobody's actually going to the top lane just yet on their part. They have no level 13, that's their problem. They're actually trying to get level 13 before they take the fight, which makes a whole lot of sense. But yep, 5 kills against 2. And Tiger JK still making the plays over here, at least trying to. Needs some assist, and he's actually making it out. Dashes away here. Went also into the Neo Steel coating on level 13. Burning down Deathwing. There's the Starfall. Everybody is low on the red team side. This is starting to become really problematic for them. They need to be careful. Medivh is the only one who really keeps them in play so far. But we're looking at the numbers. Tyrande has 21,000 heal at least, which isn't actually too shabby. But you look over to Ana and she's sitting at 42,000. Quite the difference between the two. That's where Medivh really comes into play for them. But look at the damage output for Tychus. Greymane is down. Tychus is sitting at 37,000 damage, nearly a 38. Another setup against Tyrande this time, and she doesn't have an escape, and therefore doesn't have a chance to escape all of this. Ana with a perfect lineup there. Now we have 10 minutes in, the quest completed for Medivh. That's at least light at the end of the tunnel for him. But Team ReGen is losing their first fort now, and they are likely to lose more. Odin is already getting used. Tychus commandeering it as they break through the small wall in an attempt to go for Medivh, and he's dead. And the Entomb is glorious. Hitting 2 heroes, there's the taunt, and that is the end of Dibbles. Diablo goes down, and there's a very good chance that we're going to see that keep fall too, or at least take an enormous amount of damage. I mean, they're even trying to get another follow-up kill against Tyrande, and they nearly get it. Leo went all the way there. The bait into the middle as the Punisher follows suit, but there's still a wave pushing through, and they are doing tons of damage to that top lane. They might not be able to take it, but even if they don't, it's really going to be hurting. Yeah. So they make their way out, but oh boy are they ahead now. 2 levels ahead, 9 kills against 2, and they're just looking fantastic at this point. Really solid. Solid performance by them. And into this, what else are we going to get? More structures destroyed at the bot lane is probably the first thing that we're going to get here. But nobody pushes with it. That was a chance. I mean, with the minion wave already pushing in this hard, they could have rotated in, but instead they're going for the camps again, trying to establish camp control. Get also, of course, the macro game going a little bit better. Griffey and Tiger JK the entire time as a tag team moving around here. Hocho needs to be cautious. If he gets locked down at any moment with a sleeping dart, for example, that's a layup for Garrosh, and he's not missing those. Yeah, now that we have level 16 talents in, that of course makes things even more tricky. On 16 now, the life drain for Sylvanas. Mortal combo after defensive measures. There's at least a connect with Greymane, but not quite. Gets pushed out by the grenade. Deathwing is still fighting in the middle, trying, of course, to get as much experience as he possibly can. Generally speaking, the simple goal of Team ReGen is now damage control. Get level 16, put yourself in a position where you're able to fight for the next objective, but there's pressure coming from Celeb Gaming. They drop Odin again. They're in a good position for that. They have the time that they need. They have the camp at the bottom of the map. They have the talent advantage. There's no reason not to be aggressive around it. And they're trying to go for the kill against Diablo. The portal might save him, and it seems it does, but the fort is still going to be eliminated. There's no playing around that. Nano boost even on Mokka. There's the arrow. They're trying to make the play for Medivh, and he's taken down again. Honestly, he's lucky that he completed his quest when he did, because just 10 seconds later he died, and now he's dead again. So if he didn't complete it when he did, he would probably have never gotten the stacks needed throughout this entire game. But as it stands, there's the interrupt as Hocho is trying to get out. Tomb isn't ready, but boy do they play aggressive now. Celeb Gaming. Yeah, they are definitely pushing the level 16 talent advantage. But now it's gone. At this point, we have the Celestial Attunement, there's the Elementium Plating. We also have the Stable Portal now, plus Domination, so Diablo has pretty much one-shot potential against a lot of these heroes now. And it's a fight over the next shrine. So as tough as this game was so far for Team ReGen, yes, there's a chance that they can heavily fight back now. And Heibi, yeah, good luck getting out of this one, Ana. Granny is dead? No way. Do they really get that counter kill now? That would be the dream. Tiger JK gets thrown out. They're actually taking this fight. Oh boy. 5 versus 4. Diablo still in play, but he just gets flipped around the entire time. Griffey uses him pretty much as a punching ball here. Just flips him around. And they get the kill against Diablo. But the counter kill against Tigers. The fight isn't over, though. The fight is still going strong. And this could actually be a kill against Greymane. Both of them. Look at this. Guys, they're fighting a 4 versus 5 here. The Shrine is now active. And despite the fact that they got the initial kill, Team ReGen just can't do a whole lot. They need to defend the bot lane first of all, as Catapults and Khazras are pushing in. At the top, that's a Catapult that theoretically could take down the keep here. And we already have the blue team on the Shrine taking the lead in minion stacks. So despite them getting a win in the team fight, they couldn't do anything here. This is actually insane. Celeb Gaming, yeah, they're in the pole position in North America for a reason. Team ReGen, as I said, they are top 3. But this is pretty dicey now. They're trying to fight for this. If they fight for this, they lose the top keep. And apparently they're okay with it. Top keep is down. Top keep is now going to fall. Bottom keep is maybe even taking damage if they continue to press here. 26 stacks against 19. Keep in mind, blue team actually hasn't won a single objective yet. And Tigers is back, but Griffey is about to go down. Hebe's in trouble, and yes, they all die. Deathwing is dead again, but we have 2 kills against the blue team. Garrosh and Ana have both been eliminated, but Greymane, oh, he gets out. Oh, the kill against Medivh. Leo is dead too. 36 stacks against 26. The blue team with a follow-up kill against Greymane. They go for Tyrande. Oh my god. The Punisher's already taken, and I don't know what to say, but at the bottom of the map has already announced the keep has taken some serious damage. Oh my god, Tyrande makes it out, just as Leo reveals her. 19 against 18, nearly level 20 for Celeb Gaming, 15 kills against 5. Keep is definitely gonna fall. Kill attempt, and Tiger JK goes down. Bit too greedy, my friend. A bit too greedy. If he doesn't YOLO there, they might even be able to finish the game or at least do damage to the core itself. As it stands, the core is still gonna fall. Core still goes down. Sorry, the keep still goes down. Keep is still eliminated, which means that top and bot lane have both been taken. Mid lane Fort is still in, but level 7, level 20 is of course no problem at all. And here we go. At this point, it's trouble. 70,000 damage for Tigers. That's crazy. I mean, honestly, bad choice from Team ReGen to not defend their lanes. That was not worth it. The chances of them taking that Immortal, that Punisher, and then walking away with the lanes, very, very slim. I feel they were a bit worried that level 20 would just happen around the time that the push happens. But giving up the top keep for free was not a good choice. It was really telegraphed that that lane needed to be defended. They could have done that way earlier. They didn't actually need to go in, as we've seen the objective spawn, so they should have had a bit more map awareness here, move to the top a bit sooner, but now they lost 2 keeps in that last engage, and of course heroes too. Their level 20 talent is still going to be available when the next shrine is up. That gives them at least the option to go for another team fight that they could theoretically win, but it's not going to be easy by any means. So now that we have 20 already on the side of Celeb Gaming, they go for the camp, and he has 20 on both sides. And they actually let this one go. Yeah, big red button is already in. Hunter's Blunderbuss. We also have the Celestial Wrath now, and they're trying to go for the fight yet. Deathwing comes in, flying in deep already, going for Sylvanas. She jumps out, Hebe's in trouble, and Granny's dead again. Good poly bomb on the follow-up from Greymane. They're looking for another kill, and they're about to get it against Garrosh. She's not going to get out of this one. Up here towards the top. An attempted follow-up against Leo, not quite successful. The stun doesn't connect with Tigers, but guess what? Greymane does. Still see the kill against Tyrande, but hell, I call that worth it. 16 kills against 11, 3 for 1 trade. That's a pretty decent trade in my book, but they need to take a few structures down. They haven't lost a single fort yet. Celeb Gaming, that is. So you need to take these forts down. There's still damage coming through the middle. There's top and also bottom pushing. Again, someone needs to deal with that. And they need to take some structures too, but without minion waves pushing in. This is just... The problem really is every single lane is so far pushed out against Team ReGen that even with the kills that they just got, they have a tough time jumping on a fort and take it down. Because they have no cover. the shots would go directly at them, and they are a little bit hesitant because Leo can drop the Entomb, Sylvana still has some decent damage, so without minion waves, this is just problematic. And Deathwing is currently just sitting there trying to defend those lanes as much as he can. With catapults pushing through the top, he needs to. Now they've at least taken the camps away, but that's pretty much all they can do. It's really a matter of not only wave clear, but also about how much control we had in this entire game now from Celeb Gaming. Even with 3 kills against 1, they could not take a fort down. Not a single one. No fort, no keep, nothing. They pretty much got 0 value out of that. They got a couple of camps, but nothing really of worth, of lasting worth, because the lanes were pushed out completely to the core. Now 74,000 damage for Tychus. Next shrine is active, which means that we are talking about a 20-minute Punisher now. 62,000 damage from Greymane. 69,000, by the way, from Sylvanas. Shouldn't ignore her here. And the attacks keep coming. Here come the hits. Alright, once more the drain against Deathwing. Dibbles jumps in. Portal is ready. Deathwing jumps in too. They're all trying to go for the backline again, and especially trying to go for Hebe, but Granny this time makes it out. And this could be a kill. Makes it out just to get wrecked. Greymane literally thrown on top of Ana, and I don't think that Ana was too happy about this. Like, dude, are you serious? I mean, Garrosh, really? Great play so far, but was that really needed? Tyranna's down too, though. And it seems like this is going to be slowly the end of Team ReGen in game number 1. Especially since we have catapults now on the core at the bottom of the map that are taking the shields down. Medivh is the one trying to clear it, and he does. Easy peasy since he went into the Guardian and Tiras Fall. So that actually helps. The insta-kill on the catapult in particular. Normally not a talent that you are really too fond of and that you really want to take, but if you've already lost 2 keeps, then it might not be a bad idea, especially given the fact that they didn't kill a single fort yet. So that kind of helps you. Push to the middle. This is the last keep, by the way. Core is already at 92%, so it's not like they have a big shield or anything to fall back onto. Yeah, they're trying to defend with 3 heroes, and you can probably guess how well this is going to go. Would be amazed if they can hold this. This is just such a great position for Celeb Gaming that I don't see any other result than them taking the 1-0 lead in this best of 5. Yeah. There's a 4 versus 5 defense now. Last hero. Tyranna's going to come back in just a second, but the core is already down to 70% pretty much. And they go for the fight here. Punisher is also at 68%, and yeah, this is just simply game. This is game right here. There's no way of saving this any longer. Great game from Celeb Gaming. 18 kills against 12. Leo goes down, but so does the core. And this is the end of the game on our first map on Infernal Shrines. GG, and well played by Celeb Gaming. Game number 2, everybody! Celeb Gaming in the lead against Team ReGen, the number 1 in North America, with a first win in the best of 5 series here. And now we are on Dragonshire, our second map with Tiger JK on Jaina. We have Hebe on Ana, Vespertine on Chen, Griffey on Mal'Ganis, and Mokka on Reyna. And on the right side of the map, Team ReGen with Porky on Karazim, Troy on Hanzo, Noah on Alarak. We have Funds on Urel and Hocho on Tyrael. Alright, let's see if they can fight back on Dragonshire, or if we actually have a 2-0 lead after all of this for Celeb Gaming. Team ReGen this time with a bit of an aggressive composition. Tyrael, of course, can jump in, so can Karazim and Urel in particular. It's a really aggressive setup and a quite mobile one at that too. Given telekinesis, you can of course do a whole lot with Alarak there on top of that. That's a pretty solid composition that we see for Celeb Gaming, especially from European standards. You have your 2 frontliners, the backline damage dealers with nice sustained damage from Jimmy in particular. Tiger JK for the burst, and he nearly dies, but it's Karazim who dies first, and the Funds is dead too. Yeah, Urel gets eliminated. Didn't quite get the hit in against Jaina that she was hoping for. Tiger JK is riding his golden cock down to the bottom of the map. And we have another kill! The Panda on the solo lane takes down Alarak. That's 3 kills against 0. Oh boy, that's a bad start into the second game for the red team. Now, of course, early game kills are not really that big of a deal just yet because the death timers are so low, but it still gives you some experience and it gives you momentum on the map and a certain amount of map control that translates into camps that are taken quickly, as we can see here from the Siege Giants. And that's just something that Team ReGen couldn't do yet. They're now sending 2 heroes over to the right side, but in theory, Celeb Gaming could now try and play around this. Maybe even go for the aggression, which they currently don't. Instead, they're going to the middle for another kill. 4 against 0. Damn! Haha, Celeb Gaming! They're currently celebrating, apparently, their victory on map number 1. Jumping onto the shrine at the bottom of the map, but that's, of course, a lot of pressure that they now have against those towers. Theoretically, there's an opportunity for them to take one, I mean, maybe the entire gate down and then focus onto the fountain. If they can eliminate that early, that would be the dream, honestly, on any 3-lane map like this. But yeah, top lane, that's still where Urel is fighting against Chen. But the 4-man here at the bottom of the map, that's a whole different story. Especially since for Team ReGen, Alarak isn't even here. The entire wall is down. Level 4 against level 4 now. Tiger JK sitting tight, but Mokka needs to be a bit cautious. Telekinesis is in. Is that the first kill for them? He's low. And Hebi with the heals. Double control on the shrines now, as they threaten the first Dragonite. So far we don't see that yet. But a bit of a focus into the mid lane. And Tiger JK gets away. You gotta be kidding. Nice move for Porky in the attempt to get the kill there, but holy hell, they actually didn't lose anybody. Now, we have at the top all of a sudden not only Chen, but also, yeah, Alarak is there too. So it's not Chen against Urel, but he's going up against 2, and that's the control in the shrines being completely taken over by Team ReGen. The experience lead is still there for the blue team, but they definitely have to work for it a bit harder. But if they, again, as they can take that fountain down, that takes bot lane sustain away, that would be a big deal already. And here we go. Top lane. That battle doesn't really look too good for Urel, but the fight in the middle of the map, that's a different story with the 3 versus 3. Hanzo still holds on to the fountain at the bot lane. Level 7 is the next big deal, because there is still that gap in experience between the two teams, so an early level 7 talent for Celeb Gaming will allow them to be aggressive again. And the one thing they've done in not only the last map, but also the previous games, is play pretty aggressively around these talent advantages, which they should, of course. And they can do it here again. So already they take control over the bottom shrine. Top also taken by the panda right there. And they go for the camp. And honestly, if they grab the camp, they will definitely walk away with the fountain destroyed and likely the key, the 4 taking solid damage, or maybe even eliminated, depending a bit on how Team ReGen reacts to it. So 7 talents are now ready for both sides, but as you can tell, this is the push that they've been trying to prepare for. Porky gets attacked too, has to of course jump out. And thanks to the camp, fountain is down. Dub at the top, Vespertine. Yeah, the big fat panda. Is he gonna make it? Of course. Yeah, maybe not. Nah, he gets out. He gets away. Oh boy. Yeah, Dragonite not taken by Tiger JK. Didn't have enough time to get the channel before Alarak reclaimed the top shrine. But the fountain is eliminated bot side, and that's not the only thing that's going to fall here. It seems like the fort might just be safe, but it's taking a ton of damage. Minion wave coming in, plus the remaining part of the camp was just a little bit too much here. So now we see Siege Giants again taken. 1 down, 2 down, and therefore we'll have bot lane pressure that they have to deal with. Still our 1 versus 1 at the top side, with Urel going up against Chen. Over here, Tiger JK and Hebia taking the next camp. And that's honestly where they're always ahead. They're taking these camps always quicker than the opponent. They're always a little bit ahead when it comes to just camp control in general. And that will allow them for a top lane push. Now, with the fountain at the bot lane destroyed, if they can also take the one at the top down, that would make Chen's life even easier. Solo lanes are always just that tiny. I mean, it's a really, really weird balance that you have on the solo lane just in general. Nice dodge, by the way, by Hebi. But once the fountain is down, you know who's going to win that lane. Karazim gets the kill at the bot lane against Jimmy. Over here, though, Ana is still able to escape. But it was finally the first kill for Team ReGen. And it couldn't have come at a better time. Just as level 10 comes in for Celeb Gaming. So now then, since it's a 4 versus 5, it's not as easy anymore for Celeb Gaming to be aggressive around this. If they would have gotten it earlier, very likely we would have looked at a big push on one of the lanes. Panda is also in a bit of trouble. Hasn't committed to any ult yet. Could still go for the top keg plays here. double control just for a little bit longer, since top side, Urel is taking control again. And now it's level 10 time on both sides. And here we go. Sanctification is in. Arrow for Hanzo. Talking Hanzo, he's pretty much alone at the bottom against 2-3 heroes. That's tricky. Yeah, Jaina comes immediately in and says like, hello, my friend. There's a blizzard for you. But we have a bit more than that. Counter-Strike. Palm also for the Monk. Only talent that hasn't been taken yet is Jimmy's. He's currently moving in here, a little toy soldier with the action. Tiger JK, really isolated. They get the kill against Hanzo, but I don't... Is she actually going to survive? There's no way. The fort is down, and so is Jaina. Okay, Jaina goes down too, so it's a kill for the kill. Could even be another one against Mokka if he doesn't pay attention here. But they are able to dish out some damage themselves, so yeah, it's still all good. And especially since Karazim also has access to the palm still, it's all fine. But yeah, the fort goes down. So you could still call it a win for Celeb Gaming, but boy was Jaina deep for this one. Now top side, that's where we still have our 1 versus 1 battle between the two here. Funz and Vespertine currently fighting time and time again, but the Panda just doesn't yield. Doesn't have to use his ult or anything. And he reclaims the shrine, and that's the first Dragonite. At least it should be. Can they interrupt? Yeah, they interrupt. Did they go too deep? Urel is still trying to reclaim the top. I'm not sure if she can. And everybody in the middle is taking a massive beating from Celeb Gaming. Tyrael is dead, and this should definitely be the first Dragonite now. If Chen can reclaim the top. And Funz is in trouble and has to jump out. So yeah, Urel has to jump out, and that's Dragonite. Unless... Oh, the channel! Nope, it's a Dragonite. Is that interrupt? Doesn't look like it. Bam! Dragonite is in, and here we go. Jaina turns into a beautiful butterfly dragon, and is now going to swing the battle axe to take this mid lane apart. And the Panda is still not taking his level 10 talent. Now that we have level 13, he probably will have to make that choice soon. I'm predicting the top Keck plays here. And yes, there we go. The Wandering Keck indeed has been chosen. Enough to share also. Yeah, always a happy Panda. And now they're moving through the middle with 5. And there it is. Hyperion is great for these wall busters if you're trying to just siege up on one lane. And since they have a 5-man setup, that's working perfectly. Top Keck play already. Early palm, not getting triggered. And the kill just as it expires. Karazim was trying, but he couldn't quite get it done in time. Now we're looking at the keep taking damage. Most likely not falling yet, but it is definitely taking a severe amount of damage. And just moving through the fort and the wall is already a big win. But they could even get a kill here. Porky? Porky? Oh! Nope. Porky is down. And that's 2 kills. 5 versus 3. They're looking for more. And of course they want to take that keep down. And it is so close. But the Panda is eliminated. Well, Chen is pandering to the audience here. Trying to make it a little bit more exciting. 8 kills against 3, and the keep is still in play. The defense! Defense holds. So I thought. Yeah, and then Tyrael dies. He looked for the explosion value. I mean, he gets a cooldown reduction at least, but he's not able to take down Mal'Ganis. So, yeah. Bit unfortunate for him, I'd say. But alright. So, with that, we now have 9 kills against 3. And another camp about to be taken over here. So it's camp focus. I mean, it's a 5 versus 4 now. So both teams can actually go for the camps. Tyrael is already back. There's 28,000 damage from Hanzo, 33,000 from Jimmy. And yeah, keep in the mid lane nearly destroyed. We're now 10 minutes in. But given the situation on the map, there's obviously a pretty fantastic lead for Celeb Gaming. It's not really that big of a lead in experience, which is kind of interesting too. But yeah. Camps all over the place are being taken. And for the blue team, if they can get 16, that would give them a huge spike for not only the next objective, but also for any kind of push that they want to execute here, which they could now do at the bottom of the map, even rotate into the middle, taking the walls down, eliminating vision a little bit more. And there it is already. It's a trap! Yeah, but there we go. That's how you do it. You always check. Always check the bushes, baby. Yeah, but here comes the attack. Kocha comes in, they're still flanking. Hyperion immediately. Sanctification saves them for now, but the fight is not over by any means. Alarak with the combo attempt. Palm on Tyrael keeps him alive, but Alarak is dead. Oh, the backline. Jaina is down, and Mokka. They're going for Porky first, and now they're going to get a kill against Urel. Yes, Mokka is still alive and is able to push with the rest of the team for keep. And if they get this one, honestly, this is a double keep right here. If they don't go for core, then this is 2 keeps that they're now taking. And 2 keeps at this moment in time, holy shit, that would be such a big lead for them. Especially since they have the talent advantage. I don't think they can go core, considering that the death timers are still really low, but they can easily move in the middle and take the second one too. I mean, just look at this thing. Yeah, it's definitely gonna fall. That's 2 keeps down, 2 lanes with catapults, ladies. And now, of course, the opportunity to go for the Dragon Knight and finish this. Someone, please. Thank you. Alright, Jaina moving topside to defend here, so they're not even going to lose a fort. And you gotta give some credit here, really, to Celeb Gaming. They play a very, very clean game so far. And you can tell that there's a reason why they are the #1 in North America. Maybe a couple of weird moments at time. I don't really know if Jaina wants to be here. I would say no. And that's a kill. So Jaina is down. And 12 against 5. It's a caster curse. The second I praise them, of course, we're going to see something like this with a bit of a greedy setup for the objective. But as the fight focuses on the top lane, keep in mind that the other 2 lanes are going to push now. The arrow hits Ana. Granny is still sitting tight, though. And nano boosted Mal'Ganis as they're trying to drop the damage. Sanctification is out. Urel jumps in, trying to drop Granny. Not able to get a kill there. But they're still fighting for the top control. 12 kills against 5, as you can see, and now at the bottom of the map someone has to deal with this shit. This is a bit too much. 2 catapults. It's early. Again, it is early. It's 13 minutes in. It's not like the catapults are just going to wipe out the shield within a second. That's not happening. But you still want to deal with it as quickly as you can. If there's any long period of time where the catapult zone in on the core, it's still going to do damage. In an ideal world, Team ReGen would have tried to take the Dragon Knight here, but of course, since they needed to rotate down, with everybody that was still on the map, Celeb Gaming could focus on the top side instead, play that ring around the rosy game that we oftentimes see there. And that's exactly what they do now. 12 kills against 5. Push the top fort. And Fountain. Take that down. Tiger JK over here is pinging that, boys, I don't want to be alone anymore. Didn't work out so well the last time. Nearly didn't work out for Griffy either. Top keg play here from the Panda. Yeah, he is kegging around. And Tiger JK took the camp down here. Okay, so now we have still a level lead. Yeah, control at the bottom goes again to Tiger JK and his boys. Water Elemental is used early to zone out anybody that could come close. Yep, get some damage in. Ice block, dodges out on it. Nice, so far so good. Problem is to hold your ground, and that's a kill against Jaina again. That was a good attempt, but they get counter kills, don't they? Porky! Oh, Alarak! Palm is there. They have the palm, ladies, but he goes down before he actually uses it. Terrazim down, Alarak is dead too. Jaina was just a bait. It was totally calculated. Yeah, everybody is just trying to get out of here. And it seems like at least Hanzo is not going to make that happen. So with 3 heroes down and only the 2 frontliners alive, they are looking for core. And here comes the Hyperion. Funz is trying to do what he can. Urel, of course, a very disruptive hero, but I don't think disruptive enough to stop that onslaught. Has another 20 seconds. And especially Jimmy is just shelling away here. That is game 2. The lead in this best of 5 definitely going to Celeb Gaming now, as they are about to lock in the second victory in this best of 5 series. Nicely done. Good control of the map, and Celeb Gaming victorious on Dragonshire against Team ReGen puts them now in a 2-0 lead in this best of 5 as we are heading into game number 3 of this Division S North America match. Game number 3, everybody! Let's go! I mean, at this point, it's going to become quite interesting if Team ReGen is able to come back into the series, because Celeb Gaming has been pretty dominant. And again, top team in North America right now, with Tiger JK this time on Liming. On the left side, we currently have Mokka on Sylvanas, we have Vespertine on Malthael, Griffy on Mal'Ganis, and Hebi on Ana. Again, like, this guy honestly has a subscription for Ana players, apparently. He's a North American Banana H, as it seems. On the right side of the map, Porky on Deckard Kane. We have Troy on Reyna. Funds on Dehaka for a little bit of global value. Hocho on Tyrael. And Noah on Hanzo. And let's go, ladies, and see if Team ReGen can fight back into it. Not gonna be easy. Oh, yeah, it's not gonna be easy, especially if the game starts like this. Ah, poor Jimmy. He came, he saw, and he died, and then he went back to bed. Not really how you want to start this. This is honestly like, okay, fuck it, that's a bad day. See you guys tomorrow. I'm back to bed right now. Yeah, probably not quite what he said there. They still have to fight this out, but oh my god, do they lose the second one already? That would be horrible for them. Again, top 3 team here on the red side, so they are doing quite well in the standings in North America, but if you compare them right now, in this series at least, to Team Celeb Gaming, there's obviously quite the difference. A very, very strong team here in blue with good coordination, another Sleep Dart setup, but this time not followed up by any damage, so they couldn't get anything here in terms of kills. But it's a pretty aggressive stance that they are taking here regardless, so let's see what else they can do with all of this. Already, as you can see, we have our little fight happening over here over the camps. I mean, well, not really a big fight, but on the right side, the camp hasn't been taken yet, so there could actually be a battle happening in just a moment, but they're slightly too late to make a play here, or so I thought, but they're still totally willing to fight for this one. So Hebe gets attacked again, and the body blocks prevent the kill against Ana. Nicely played. Yeah, really nicely done here. That one was important. So they're able to pull all of that off. And of course, now just the question of what's going to happen around that level 4 talent. That still drops a lot faster into the hands of the blue team than what we're seeing for Team ReGen. Can they maybe capitalize on that by setting up another kill? Doesn't really seem like this. Trump for Raider level 4 for Li Ming again. And off we go. Damage down to the bottom of the map. Trying, of course, to drop that wall as quickly as they can to get access to the bell tower itself. And then, therefore, quickly get control over the bot lane to take those camps and push them towards the death zone. Now, if they can make that play, that's a different question, but you can already tell that Team ReGen seems to be in the back foot. The game just started, and they are already starting to fall a little bit behind here, which is definitely not a great sign right now. Now, towards the top, there's still the factor that we have on Dehaka, that he has, of course, the option to be at least quick on his feet when it comes to global pressure, and could theoretically rotate down to help the team out to get a quick isolation kill somewhere. Vespertine himself is in trouble since he didn't see the rotation of Hanzo coming, so that's at least a counter kill. And there we go, with the triple altar starting. That's a good opening at least. There's the first kill for Team ReGen, and now it comes at a good time. They have a little bit more momentum going for themselves, which they can actually use in order to get maybe ahead on altars. That would be a great start for them if they can actually make that happen. Yeah, down at the bottom of the map, there's a fight already coming through. Troy is nearly down, so that's problematic. Okay, not eliminated yet, but still. Towers are currently getting channeled. It's the usual trade between the top left and top right, but it's all about the middle altar. Yeah, shots fired on both sides, 36 versus 36, and off we go. Now the moment of truth. Who's going to take the advantage here? Is it gonna be Celeb Gaming once again, or is Team ReGen fighting back? They're trying to get the channel. Mokka, oh, clutch interrupt. Close, very, very close, but they're able to get it. So that's at least something. Griffey is trying to zone. Also good combo from Tiger JK on Li Ming now. Dehaka is still not here. He pushed out the top lane and he can still move in. He can still use that global, of course, to his advantage. So that's the big point now. Griffey, Tiger JK, they're all just sitting tight here in an attempt to interrupt as much as they can. And, well, it's Malthael that actually has to rotate away right now. Pretty much just attempting to make sure that they don't lose experience up at the top. So that altar is still not taken. I mean, both teams are still very much present in an attempt to lock it down for them. Level 7 talents are now in for the 2. And yes, off we go. Seems like the red team is going to let that one slide. Ah, there's another interrupt. Okay, we're not there yet. 4.5 minutes in, nobody has taken it. Yeah, Heavy gets it. Nice interrupt attempt from Hanzo, but it was just not enough. The shots are fired. 32 against 36 points now. Still only 2 kills in the game, so there's that. But yeah, nice start here into all of this. It's a fun one. Definitely a little bit closer opening than what we've seen so far between the two teams. So yeah, you gotta appreciate that. And, well, with a few kills, that might actually just be Team ReGen's chance to come back into this series. I mean, it's not going to be easy. Let's be just honest. If you are 2 maps behind, reverse sweep is always tricky. Oh, but it's always nice if you can take Malthael down again. So these Hanzo rotations towards Malthael are actually starting to become an issue. But at the bottom of the map, they fight a 4 versus 3 for a bit longer, take a lot of damage, and they might just lose Tyrell again. That's the explosion value, though. Yeah. No! What? Sylvanas! How is that happening? Sylvanas is still alive. Oh my god, the kill against Hanzo. Tiger JK with a combo. Holy hell. Okay, so over here, the next attack is already coming. Funz is in trouble. And he goes down too. Tiger JK just gets the combos through now. 9 versus 9 on the level count. 4 kills against 2. But damn. It looked so good for them for quite some time, and then all of a sudden it just turns against them. Everybody was so low for the blue team that it really felt like they could get a few kills here. But now with last rides, there's another lockdown against Deckard Cain. He is dead too, and oh boy. Another quick aggression, and this time with Sylvanas, then you of course can try to go for the bottom bell tower, and guys, I don't know, but the momentum that is currently swinging into the hands of Celeb Gaming is fantastic. It's phenomenal. They locked in a majority of the kills now, and it just feels like Team ReGen is falling apart a little bit. Stagger death after stagger death, losing out on the bottom bell tower at that point in time is also problematic. We have level 10 abilities on both teams. That's something. It's at least even in that. Bottom bell tower is, of course, easily going to be channeled. There's no way of coming in for this. This is 10 shots fired. Bam, 22 points, just like that. Double altar, bell tower lost, and whew, what a setup, seriously. Celeb Gaming with some pretty phenomenal plays thus far. Malta is the only one that died, twice, because of these Hanzo rotations onto the solo lane. But the bottom of the map, the 4-man has done phenomenal here. 18,000 damage for Jimmy, 19,000 for Sylvanas. It's interesting that Li Ming isn't even top damage considering that she still got all the kills there. Yeah, but the Haka is trying to use the global factor to his team's advantage as much as he can. So Funz is pushing this out as much as possible, but just look at the minimap. Malthael is there just in time. Vespertine with the perfect timing over here. He just comes in as he's needed and says like, alright, let's give me the experience, bro. Gets the experience, and now with this, we are actually starting to see more pressure from Team ReGen against the bottom bell tower in an attempt to reclaim it. The problem is that they this time rotated actually Hanzo towards the middle and top as they're trying to zone Vespertine out, but it's not really working the way that they want. I mean, even if they can deny him a minion wave, look at that lead that we currently have. Celeb Gaming is not going to fall behind experience anytime soon if this pace continues. And as Pumpkin Camp after Pumpkin Camp is taken, they will push through the bottom of the map for core. And there's another altar up, and it couldn't be at a worse spot for Team ReGen. It's at the bot lane. They have no shot of getting to the bot lane. Now, the Haka is pushing the top out, as I said, and actually Malthael lets some of this now slide because he wants to get the Pumpkin Camp at the bottom of the map to threaten the core even more. Which in theory they can do. Good lockdown over here, that one was important. Level 13 talents are now in as well. They zone them out. One shot fired already. Are they going to get more in? Minion wave just comes. Perfect timing for that. And I think one shot is that. Ooh, Tiger JK nearly taken down, but he's still alive. The Haka comes in. Nano boost. Tiger JK. No way. And he nearly gets the combo. Double kill. Li Ming is dead, and so is Ana. Vespertine is coming in. He's a bit too late, but he should at least get a kill here. And he didn't. Wow. How the hell did he not get that last right kill? That is... I must have missed something there. I honestly don't even understand why he went for that particular target. Another shot fired as another pumpkin makes it through. Keep in mind that Altar is still ready. But there were so many targets so low that I think he should have definitely gotten that second stack. I mean, he didn't go for one of the low targets, but wanted to drop someone else. But even that target should have actually died. Like, I don't know. 15 stacks against 36 is still a mad lead. But now maybe a chance to recover this one. Uh-oh, not if the old man dies. Oh, close call. Inevitable end on level 13 for Malthael, of course, is quite nice too. But, well, here we have our little setup already. With Hocho a little bit far out. Once again, everybody just defending the bottom of the map. The Haka still trying to push up at the top. The Haka still trying to make the plays here. Push the waves out, get them slowly into an experience lead. So far it's not really happening, but you can really tell on the minimap that they're focusing way more now onto the top and the middle. Which also, of course, leaves the two heroes very much alone at the bottom of the map in an attempt to get something done. Tiger JK, again, very, very aggressive, as he should be. I mean, trying to get the kills in here against Noah and dropping calamities onto them. Alright. Oh, the Dodgerinos over here. But the top lane gets pressured, and even Malthael in the middle is taking a bit of a beating, so they will have to split some heroes off eventually. But of course, bot lane control is so powerful because of those pumpkin camps, and they can take this one very easily now. Lead in experience goes slowly to Team ReGen, so there's that. And the top has been annihilated. So at least it's 4 versus 4 bell towers, right? It's still an advantageous spot for Celeb Gaming because bot lane control is just more important. But at least they are not going to take as much damage anymore if there is ever an altar that is fired against them. So all of a sudden, we currently have the setup against Noah here, but he's already moving out. Down at the bottom of the map, there's already Porky trying to get away again. Keep those in mind. They're gonna make it through. Like, it's a fight over the altar, so you have to, like, you're gonna lose something. The 3 shots are gonna be fired, and they're actually gonna lose way more. 3 shots in, that's down to 12. 16 talents, the kill against Hanzo with the last rights, and Griffy makes it out. Griffy makes it out. Another 4 shots have been fired now too. At least the counter kill against Malthael, but it's single digits at this point for Team ReGen. And all of this happened with a talent advantage for the red team. Oh, nano boosted Li Ming. The calamity value right there. Reset nearly. He wants to get it again. And doesn't. Can he get the kill? Yes. This is where dominance would have actually done wonders for them. But the heals are still there. And Tiger fucking JK actually survives. Sylvanas stops the altar, the bell tower, from dishing out any more damage. And then Ana comes in with the heals. That is insane. That is absolutely insanity. Holy shit. Tiger JK with another calamity kill. Fantastic play. They're greedy as hell, of course, but it worked out for them. And now they're going straight in for the boss itself. Another 4 shots soon to be fired. Holy hell. Yeah, and that's now the core down to 4 points with the 4 shots that are being fired. Now, the silver lining is that they at least get the bottom bell tower again. But of course, the blue team has in the meantime started a rotation topside to make sure that they at least retake this one too, to make it a 4 versus 4. But holy shit. What a setup there. And guys, the fight over the bell tower in the mid lane on the right side was just absolutely beautiful. The fact that Li Ming survived, no matter how clutch it was, is pretty incredible. It's honestly amazing to see that. Sylvanas disabling the bell tower, all of them playing around it. That was just incredibly well done. The problem for Team ReGen is that now they are on 4 points on the core, which means they can't lose a single altar. Not one. The Haka moves down to the bottom of the map, which makes this a 4 versus 5 fight up at the top. Arrow, big arrow. And Li Ming survives again. You gotta be shitting me. How? Tyrael is dead. Gets a big explosion value, but there's a kill against Deckard K now. Vespertine alive for a bit longer, but he falls too. Griffy. How are these guys surviving? Yeah, 3 versus 3. 3 versus 4, actually. And Li Ming has moved down to the bottom of the map. Tiger JK crowns his performance with the channel on the final altar as he gets the shots fired. And this is game 3-0 victory for Celeb Gaming against Team ReGen. GG and well played. Solid victory here from Celeb Gaming as they are cementing the #1 spot in Division S North America.
Hey everybody, thank you very much for watching the video today. I hope that you guys had some fun with the coverage here. If you want to support me and my work, you can do so now for absolutely free, thanks to your continued partnership with Ray throughout the entire month of March. And I would really appreciate if you could just take a couple of minutes, jump down in the YouTube description, check the link out, download the game, and play through the 20-second tutorial that ends with the dragon fight. And if you do that, you support me directly. It would help me a lot, and I would really appreciate if you could take a few minutes to do that and support the channel here. Either way, I hope that you guys had a good day today, and see you guys soon on the channel here with more esports coverage on Khaldor TV.